Greetings and welcome back to Journaling Through the Chakras. This is Queen Yenn, and we are going to get into the root chakra in this video. If you could, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also make sure you turn on your alerts so that you can know when I drop the next video. All right, so let's get into the root chakras. Grab your journals and make sure you take notes. All right, so the root chakra's element is earth. The color is red. The sound is lam. The root chakra is our energetic foundation. Located at the base of the spine between the coccyx and the pelvic bone, this chakra draws energy upward and into our body from the earth. The root chakra is all about being in our bodies, providing a foundation for our journey through life in the vehicle of the physical body. This chakra literally grounds our soul in the physical, and the strength of the root chakra corresponds directly with our strength of will and desire to live. The first chakra helps us learn how to control and coordinate our movements in the physical world. It is our beginning and literally our link to the earth, our foundation. And because it is about drawing energy in, it is also the center of our ability to manifest. This red chakra, represented by the earth element, reminds us of our individual uniqueness and identity. It provides us with focus, discipline, and an anchor from which to grow. We begin our long journey upward through the chakras with our first chakra, the base of our body, our past, and the unconscious. This is a primal place where we are connected to the earth through our instincts, programmed physical responses, breath, and the beating of our hearts, as well as the instincts of self-preservation. We don't think about these things. They just happen. Many of us have been taught that in order to be spiritually enlightened, we have to transcend our bodies with their physical desires and pleasures. However, pulling a plant out of the ground won't help it grow. And it's the same with us. We need our roots to be firmly developed and connected to the earth in order to grow upwards. And in this journey through the chakras, we need to go down into the core of our body, into our past, and into the developmental phase of our root chakra, which is the first year of life. When we are born, we are helpless, unknowing, a bundle of raw, pure positive energy. We have just come from the quiet predictability of the womb to the chaos of the world with its noise and light. How might we feel at that moment of birth? If we are immediately loved and welcomed, and if our physical needs for warmth, comfort, and food are met, we relax into a sense of safety. Being in the body becomes a comfortable experience, and we develop a sense of trust. If we are not loved and welcomed, the fear of this new environment is not alleviated. It can become lodged in the root chakra, and we develop a sense of mistrust, perhaps feeling an inability to meet the demands of survival. During our first year of life, our task is to learn how to operate our bodies, regulate body temperature, digest food, and orient ourselves in the physical environment. All of this becomes our realm of experience, which underlies and creates a foundation for our future. If we're given support to learn, we develop a sense of power and confidence. We develop a sense of the right to be here on earth, our birthright. If we don't develop those strong roots, we may struggle our entire lives with an underlying sense of insecurity and inadequacy, feeling that we don't belong in this world. When the root chakra is balanced and energy flows freely through it, we enjoy good physical health, safety, security, a sense of enjoyment and stability in life. We know we can make things work in order to survive, and we enjoy a sense of prosperity. All of that sounds simple, but energy in any of our chakras can become imbalanced or blocked due to our early developmental responses to things that we experience. For example, injuries or imbalances can occur to the root chakra through early traumas. A child is born with the cord wrapped around his neck, preventing him from breathing right away. A premature infant is taken away from his mother and placed in an incubator, preventing that important immediate bonding with his mother. Another child's physical needs for food and shelter aren't met. A child is abandoned or given to someone else to raise, and someone else experiences physical abuse. In response to these early traumas, a child might withdraw, contract, and try to stop the flow of energies that can't be controlled from coming in. That child may develop a sense of not belonging, constant loneliness, a desire to escape life through drugs or suicide, or a persistent sense of disappointment and or ambivalence about life. The health of your root chakra. So how do you know if your chakra is open and spinning the way it should be? We're going to use pre-writing visualization and journaling with writing prompts to determine the current state of your chakras, as well as to promote health and healing. You will need a minimum of 20 minutes for both activities. Be sure to arrange a time and place where you can work undisturbed. For each chakra, before responding to the writing prompts, do the following 10-minute exercise. This exercise also works well anytime you feel a need to be grounded. Let's begin. Sit or stand in a comfortable position. Close your eyes. For 2 or 3 slow breaths, simply follow your breath in and out of your body, feeling your lungs expand and fill with each intake and contract and empty with each outflow. As you breathe out, allow your body to relax. Let your cares and thoughts flow out with each breath. On the next breath, Send a golden root from the area between your legs, from your perineum, the base of your root chakra, into the earth. Then send 2 more golden roots through the soles of your feet into the earth. Stay with this for a few breaths, sending the golden roots deeper with each breath. Every time you inhale, the golden roots get deeper. And when you exhale, they get wider. When you are ready, breathe in and imagine that you are drawing energy in the form of golden light up through your roots from the earth, up through your legs, and into the area at the base of your spine. Imagine the energy pausing and hovering there as a golden ball. See that ball slowly turn into red light. Feel the strength of your connection to the earth, your feet solidly planted. Each time you exhale, imagine the red ball of light glowing and expanding slightly. Each time you inhale, imagine drawing more energy upward from the earth. As you inhale, more red light comes from the earth. As you exhale, the red light glows and expands. Allow the red light to glow and expand and fill the hips. Allow it to fill up the legs and expand through the feet. Notice how the light looks. Notice how it feels. Is it bright red? Is it deep red? Is it round or some other shape? Is it spinning or moving in some way? Can you feel the energy? Is it warm? Is it cold? Send love to the area of your root chakra. Keep sending love. Imagining the energy flow from the earth and into that red light. See it filling the hips, the legs, the feet. When you're ready, let the flow subside and the red ball of light contract until it is centered against your legs, above the perineum, in your lower pelvic area. Allow your roots to gently withdraw from the earth back into your body. Continue to breathe. Inhaling slowly, exhaling slowly. When you're ready, you may open your eyes. Root chakra writing prompts. Choose one of the following prompts, then write for a minimum of 10 minutes in response to the prompt. Let your thoughts and feelings flow. If a particular incident or memory comes up, write about it. Get as much onto the page in 10 minutes as you can. When the 10 minutes is up, stop, close your eyes, and breathe, counting 5 long breaths. While you're breathing, imagine your root chakra as a ball of red light at the base of your spine. How does it feel? Open your eyes. If you want to write more, go ahead and write. Prompt number 1. Write anything about your root chakra visualization. Write anything that comes to mind, any feelings, thoughts, or pictures. Drawing is allowed. Prompt number 2. How do you feel about life? Do you think that life is hard? Easy? Are you generally excited about the future or generally concerned about the bad things that could happen? Do you identify yourself as generally optimistic or pessimistic? Which of your life events have confirmed your sense of optimism or pessimism? Prompt number 3. Think back to when you were really little. What are your earliest memories? Bring yourself back to that time when you were a little girl or boy and write about how you felt. Do you feel loved and safe or insecure? Do you feel comfortable being you, or do you feel that you have to hide yourself from others in order to not be hurt? Prompt number 4. What do you do that feels nurturing and comforting to you? Write down 5 things you like to do to calm and comfort yourself during times of stress or crisis. When did you start doing these things? What events occurred in your life around that same time? Prompt number 5. How do you feel about your body? Do you love it? Does it feel good? Or is it something you drag around with you? How do you feel about your body when you were a child? Do you feel differently now? What events shaped your view and feelings about your body? Prompt number 6. How do you nourish yourself physically? Does what you eat give you what you need? Does it help you to be healthy and maintain a balanced weight? Does it make you too fat or too thin? How do you feel about food? Prompt number 7. How do you nourish yourself emotionally? Do you do things on a daily or weekly basis that comfort you and help you to feel safe and nurtured? If so, what do you do? What about those activities nurtures you? If you don't nurture yourself emotionally or feel that it's not enough, why don't you do more? What excuses or reasons do you give yourself for not nourishing yourself emotionally? Prompt number 8. How do you feel about your place on this earth? Do you think you were put here for a purpose? Do you feel that you belong? Or do you wonder if there's any meaning to our lives? Do you search for a sense of belonging that constantly seems to evade you? Is how you feel now about these questions the same as when you were younger or different? What events do you think have shaped your sense of belonging and purpose? Prompt number 9. How do you express yourself in the world? How do you earn your living? Do you like it? How does your work feel in your body? All right. Some of the things that really stood out to me when it comes to root chakra and the way that it's articulated in here is the emphasis that we are linked to the earth. We are linked to the earth, and it is our foundation. And I want us to really think about that, being linked to the earth. And what's mostly impactful for me when I think about earth, and I think about earth as mama, the original womb, the original ancestor, the first form of life. I think about the processes of growth. I think about the germination period. I think about all of the life cycles, the seasons, and how much they teach us, and how much if we really go into nature and we spend time with Mama Earth, or we spend time reflecting or studying the earth, how we can learn so much about the life process, including not only the physical life process, but also the spiritual and emotional life process and life cycle. And we can really get a sense of the how of life, the how we can live, how we can grow, how we can rejuvenate, what is needed in the life process for us to continue to grow, like the necessity for things to transition, how the trees show us in the wintertime when it releases its leaves and it looks dead and it looks lifeless and everything around us looks so lifeless. But when the spring comes, it springs back up and it's just as beautiful, if not more. How much that can teach us, or the moon cycle, how much the moon cycle can teach us. So with the root chakra, it's really all about your foundational knowledge about life and self and how you feel when it comes to that. And I really can say that when I was working on the root chakra, when I originally used this document to work with my chakras, one of the things that I was able to reflect upon is how much I was more so dependent on the physical, the knowledge of the physical realm and its process, and how do I live in this physical realm, I was more focused there, I think, in an imbalanced sense than how to really evolve spiritually, energetically, emotionally. So I do urge you to look at the healing and the opening of your chakras holistically, especially with the root chakra, where we're thinking about the physical realm, we're thinking about our physical grounding and foundation. Think about your spiritual grounding, your emotional grounding, and what do you feel about that? What do you feel like you're rooted in when it comes to your spirituality or your spiritual self as a spiritual being? What are you rooted in when it comes to your emotions? Where the place from which you emote, because emotions put things in motion. And so I think the meditation is amazing, in this section, and the questions are amazing. So I really pray that the meditation and the writing prompts are very impactful for you. Please do feel free to rewind this and just go back to the meditation or rewind back to the writing prompts. I will put in the caption where each one of those started. And, go back as many times as possible to really allow yourself to do the work on a deeper level. I do pray that we are able to utilize these activities to really open up and allow our chakras to flow. I know once we open up that root chakra, that is the first step to really grounding ourselves in that healing energy so that all of our chakras can flow very well. I pray that you enjoyed it. Again, make sure that you subscribe and turn on the alert. The next video will be focused on the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra. Until then, much peace and many blessings to you. Peace.